Of course I can do the walk.
Can you cabbage patch?
I can cabbage patch.
Can you do the running man?
I cannot do the run. I'm fat.
Can you kid in play?
I mean, kid and play. It's hard to do kid and play by yourself.
No, it's not.
See, first of all, kid and
Can't
play
lock your own legs.
Man, kid and play is a two-person dance. Y'all tripping.
Come on now.
Y'all tripping.
I'm done.
You hear this, Marcus J?
Hey, listen, talk about locking legs over here.
Listening to the dancing conversation, and I have certain people in my camp that seem to think that I'm one of the few black men on the planet that don't have a rhythm. I happen to disagree with them.
Oh yeah, let me.
Nah, because there are a lot of you out there.
Oh wait, let me just say this really quick, for real, so I can confirm this myself. Let me just backtrack and go back and thank Marcus J and Big Rube for coming to celebrate my birthday with me at an undisclosed location because they're not paying y'all. So,
exactly.
For sure. So I appreciate that. And let me just say that when they got the new edition lineup, Marcus J was right there. Was he not, Big Rube?
I mean, the new edition lineup, if you ain't on the floor, then you just terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the crazy thing about the new edition lineup is that any race can get up. Oh, new edition. Man, that was my especially they bring us a little Candy Girl and any Heartbreak. We had people on the floor trying to do the dance.
Yes.
I mean, I was gonna do a little spin, but I was scared to hurt myself.
Hey, Rube, how many groups can you think of that have dudes in their 30s on the floor shaking their tails for real, other than New Edition? That's the only one.
Yeah. I mean, Boys and Men might get me out there on some Motown Philly, but not like straight like New Edition did. New Edition was mean about it.
Right.
Yeah. But, of course, for those people out there who listen to us quite regularly, it's time for the Sports Roundup. That's where we talk about the brief things that happened last week in sports. We don't spend too much time in it because, you know what? Nothing else really important other than baseball's going on, and we probably won't talk too much about that except for the All-Star game, which saw the American League get blanked, which was pretty embarrassing. Marcus J., you have anything to say about that embarrassment that we just saw last week?
Well, I'm watching the game, and I'm watching Justin Verlander, who I'm actually watching him pitch right now in Detroit against the Angels. And I watched the guy who won the MVP and the Cy Young last week give up 5 runs in the first inning in the All-Star game, basically stinking the American League, and they go on to an 8-0 loss. And it was an embarrassment. Now, personally, I don't particularly care for the American League or the National League getting to host the World Series based on who won the All-Star game. I think that's kind of a joke. But one thing that I do want to get your opinion on, Big Room, other than the All-Star game, because there wasn't really anything to speak of. It was an 8-0 victory for the National League, their third straight win. But what about the night before at the Home Run Derby, which I don't really get a whole lot of the Home Run Derby. It's no fun to me. It should be, but it's not. But the thing that came out of it was Robinson Cano of the New York Yankees was the captain of the team who chose not to pick a player from the Kansas City Royals, which was the host team. Billy Butler is the player in question. Chose not to pick him for his home run derby team, and the team booed Robinson Cano mercilessly. Not only did they boo him, but they also heckled his family. What do you think about the fans of a team, not just booing a player, but booing a family? I'm going to start with Lisa P on that one, because I want to get her opinion as someone that may not be a baseball or sports fan, other than just maybe her Dallas Cowboys. What do you think about
You're such a hater.
fans booing the family of a player?
That's uncool. The man, what he do to get booed? I mean, really? I mean, it's not like he was Eli Manning. I will boo him, but I'm not going to boo Peyton. So it's just cruel.
All right.
What?
You
think so? I mean, well, whatever. I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter. I mean, what actually occurred?
Well, no, it's pretty much he picked somebody there, and the Kansas City people, classes as they are, they ain't won anything in years. Decided they wanted to boo Robinson Cano, which I was whatever with. I don't really care too much. But they booed that dude's family. Come on, man. You don't boo the family. The family had nothing to do with it. All they did was cash the checks.
But again, these are people. You expect hurt people. So of course things don't go your way. You're gonna do whatever you want to do. Listen to what he just said.
Like I said, I'm a boo.
Carl,
I'm not
see,
gonna boo
listen to
Peyton.
Carl. He was like, but would you boo their family?
No, I wouldn't boo the family. Like I said, I'm a boo Eli. That's
mean,
the only one I'm
okay.
gonna boo. I'm not gonna boo the whole
But,
family.
I mean, what can you
I'm
do?
saying
I wouldn't do it. But for people who really don't have a heart and really don't care, like those people apparently don't, then I mean, no, it wasn't right, but apparently they thought it was.
Classless
So,
people in Kansas City.
of course.
That's what it's all about.
That's all. That was what my thought was. You know, my thought was it's one thing to boo the player. That's all in fun. If you're a New York Yankee, you're used to being booed.
Yeah, we
When
are.
you start hacking a family, that's when you cross the line into being disrespectful, and it ain't fun no more.
Okay, but then what are you gonna do?
Well, it's not really much that you can do other than, you know, if it's booing and heckling and it becomes disrespectful, then potentially security may be involved and the offender may be removed from the facility. But other than that, I don't know if there's anything else that can be done. I mean, there was a time where when Roger Clemens was playing for the Yankees, you know, not only was his family booed, but you had people throwing things at them and spitting at them.
Okay, exactly. So my thing is,
where are you in your life where you want to spit on somebody's, you know, lady and his children?
okay, now yeah, that is just because. Yeah, spitting is just nasty, period. And yes, that is disrespectful. But like you said, if it was just one person, which of course we know it's not, then yes, they could be removed. But like you said, when it's half a stadium, then what do? I mean, are you going to quit the game because, you know, it takes you too far with your family? Or, I mean, security can't move half a stadium.
Well, you know, personally,
Now, if he was hood and had a gat on him at the game and shot up in the air a few times
I mean, dude,
when he
like-
started booing.
you know, Robinson Cano is
That makes
Robinson Cano. He's a Yankee and he's hated. It is what it is.
I mean, whatever.
Well, a lot of moving in football last week. Drew Brees signed $60 million. I mean, Forte signed today for 32. Ray Rice for 40 mil. I mean, wow. Is everybody getting happy and getting paid now? What do you feel about that, Banks?
Everybody but Wes Walker not getting paid. He the only one that's not getting paid.
Hold on, Wes wasn't getting $9 million this year regardless.
Dude, he's getting a franchise tag. He wanted to be paid like a wide out. He didn't want to be paid like a slot receiver.
Well, he is a slot receiver. It is what it is.
He is what he is. You're right. But that man makes that offense go. I don't care what Tom Brady and Gronkowski can do. Well, I do care what they can do. But that man gets his. He gets his 1,000 yards. He gets his 90-some yards, 90 receptions. He gets his touchdown. Okay. He makes the offense go. He makes the other players better. Give that man his money.
Yeah. Alyssa, how you feel about everybody finally getting paid?
What'd you call me?
Huh?
What'd you say? Oh, I thought
He
you
said
said
Alyssa.
Alyssa.
He said Alyssa.
I said, listen.
I mean,
Oh.
make your money. Make your money.
I
mean, as long as my players get paid what they should, then we good.
question before we get to Marcus J on this. So if Romo decides that he don't play really well, you ready to cut Romo next year?
I was really upset with him. You know, I've been upset with him for a minute since his pinky finger. So, because he seemed like he hasn't been right then.
Oh, my pinky finger!
But you don't have to go that deep, Ruben.
Oh, my pinky finger.
It's just
I
like
wanna
a
see what
brother
he said
thing.
when
You can't
RG3
say nothing
go
about
down.
him unless we do. But you know,
Ain't asking.
if they bring him back, hey, he gonna get paid too.
Cool.
Pay him his money.
What about you, Marcus J? What do you think about all his money getting tossed around in the NFL?
Well, I mean, it's that time of year, you know, players getting their money. There was talk about Drew Brees actually holding out, and we were talking about a difference of $1 million. I mean, like, literally, the amount of money that they were separated by was $1 million. He wanted 20, they were offering 19. Now, I think it's real petty for you to be fighting over $1 million when the actual big number is 20. But, you know, I mean, we're talking about billionaires fighting over money with millionaires, so it's hard for somebody who's a thousandaire to relate to that. That's the first thing. You know, as far as Matt Forte, I mean, you know, he's the best that they can get in Chicago, so, you know, let him go ahead and get his money. You had mentioned a minute ago about Tony Romo. I don't know enough about his salary situation to speak on that, but what I will say is this: Tony Romo is probably a top 10 quarterback in the league. And I don't think that's being generous. I think that's being accurate. I think he is a top 10 quarterback in this league, and I think he should get his money. You know, I think Dallas would be wise to make sure that they take care of him long term. Am I a fan of Tony Romo? No. Me personally, no. But I can't give you 11 quarterbacks in the league that are better than him. You know, I think my quarterback with the Giants is better than him. And that's not just me being a Giant fan, that's just me analyzing football. But you mentioned Tony, so I wanted to address that point.
Understand. While we still a little bit on football, what is going on with these football players? Well, not football players, athletes in these guns, man. I mean, Elvis Duran got pulled in in Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, for some road rage, and him and his boy in the car pulled up their shirts to show guns to the people that they were doing road rage with. What the hell is wrong with these people?
Let me get this one first. You know, as a New York Football Giants fan, I am very well versed on of course, you know, Plaxico Burns and his gun situation very possibly derailed a promising season for the New York Football Giants. I look at it like this. People like us, we live in a state where you can carry a gun as long as it's not concealed. You can carry a gun. So as long as you have a license in theory, it's okay. But when you're a star athlete, then you find yourself in places where you feel the need to carry your gun for safety. You might not want to go to those places. It's one of those things where you decide that this is going to be your career. This is your life path. So there's certain things that you need to give up. If you're Michael Jordan, you can't go to Target. You know what I'm saying? If you're Tom Brady, you can't stroll down to your cinema to go see Spider-Man. You know what I mean? There's certain things that you can't do no more. And if you want to go someplace where you feel the need to carry a gun for your safety, that might be a place that you might want to revisit going to next time. That's just my opinion. And it's unfortunate, but there's certain things that you need to trade off. You're the president of the United States. You can't go to Food Lion. I mean, there's just certain things you can't do no more.
First of all, if I was president of the United States, I wouldn't be going to Food Lion. You know, first of all, let's just be real about it. I mean, you know, I might do a little Kroger, you know, I might go to Piggly Wiggly, because let's just be honest, man. You ain't gonna find nobody else in the Piggly Wiggly that might know you, and I'll just put it out there like that. But you know, listen, P. I mean, you had your face a little turned up. What's up?
No, I mean, the only thing I had to say, I mean, concerning that is, basically, people carry guns for any reason now, but not only if you're a star athlete, but people just carry it for safety now anyway. I mean, you can go anywhere. Times are bad, so people just... Okay, but, I mean, you can carry a gun, too.
Yeah, I could carry a gun.
And, I mean, you can carry it with you now, not knowing what's going to happen when you walk outside.
Yeah, but see, why go outside
just
with
like
that thought? Why do you have that thought pattern in your head?
So you...
I mean, you feel that something bad's going to happen to you?
Not even saying that, but you don't want to protect yourself? I mean...
Why do I need to protect myself? I mean, literally, you're going outside your house thinking something bad is going to happen to me. I need to carry a weapon. I need to carry a gun. Why? What are you doing? What is going on? What karma is going on? I mean,
but then if you're an athlete too, I mean, you're a good chance of getting robbed.
Okay.
So self-defense.
I can get robbed.
I mean, right. So I mean, but those who choose to carry a gun for self-defense do, right. And you'll just be robbed unarmed.
Amendment, right to bear arms.
You would just be robbed unarmed. That's all. You would have no self-defense. But your hands up.
My hands.
That's
up,
it.
But you know,
they're gonna be up because go Kunta feet. Yo, that's hot.
Yo, it's hot up in here. I'm gonna change shirt. It's hot up in here.
But, I mean, why do you need to leave the house with a gun?
Oh,
I mean, really? He's not living. He's living a lifestyle. How many people go out with a gun for the sole purpose of taking a gun because they anticipating something's going to happen? That means he's not living his life right.
Or just being robbed, period, just for being who he is. You can have people hating on you and not even know you, Carlton.
I can't believe I'm hearing you right now.
Wow.
Why?
Listen.
I mean, okay, well,
listen,
let me tell you.
Carrying? Are you packing?
Whoa. I don't need to know all that. Hold on.
No, because I'm a roll with her. I need to know if I can or cannot roll with her because she's living a life.
So if I told you I had the pink pistol, you wouldn't ride with me to the store?
No.
Wow.
Okay.
All right. Woo. It is blazing up in here. Okay. No, it's hot. It's hot.
You can't ride me with it. If something happened, at least you know I had your back.
Hey, you can have my back.
You had your hands up and I had my hands out. I'd be like, Carlton, get him. We got this.
You can have
now,
my
what
back.
you gonna do?
I'm just saying. Woo. I don't like guns. I don't like women that carry guns.
Okay.
That's why I can't have a gun in my house.
Hey, let me get in on that one, Carl Banks. I agree with you. You know, I particularly don't care for guns. I remember an experience I had when I was a young person. In my 20s, I went to a shooting range with a family member. This family member is a licensed gun owner. They put a gun in my hand. I shot it, and I was a good shot. But that's besides the point. I didn't particularly care for the power that I felt in my hand, and I said that day, this is something that I don't want to be a part of. No disrespect for people who are supportive of gun rights. If you get a license to carry a gun and you carry your gun legally, and you maintain your gun legally, then do what you do. I have no problem with you. But if you go outside of your home and you are caught with your gun in a way that is not, representative of the laws of your state, then I'm coming down harder on you than I would anybody else. And that's just real talk, Big Rube.
All right, bang, bang. That's all I got to say. Yo, we're about to go to a break real quick. When we come back, we're going to finish up the sports roundup. Sandusky, big man, big news. Gonna spend a lot of time in jail. We're gonna talk about that. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Be back in a sec.
Talk.